That is on me. I apologize.
I'm telling you, man. They did not like that comment of them fucking needing to smoke.
Yeah, Zephyr's known us about almost 6 years now. Zeppelin is a real life person, friend of mine.
It's a going. We're pretty good though on our side.
What up, what up, what up?
Things are falling into place.
Oh, TikTok beggars went private. Reddit. I know, girl. I know. Trust me. Yeah, I've been going through it the last couple weeks.
It just amazes me of how these people can act like this on the motherfucking internet, but then not want to act like that in real life.
Right, they don't have the cojones to step forward and act like that when they're in your face. Make that shit make sense.
Like half of the shit they say.
Brittany's been in close contact to me, 6 times in the last year?
More than that, I would want to think.
At least.
Like, if you have an issue with somebody, I'm not just going to just stalk you. I'm going to stalk you enough that I know your schedule, and then boom, I'm going to show up at your fucking back door or something like that right behind you.
And we're going to have a goddamn conversation.
But I'm not going to sit there and fucking walk around.
Go get your kids.
And act like I'm a big dog.
Let's go.
Okay. See, I told you you were going to crawl underneath and just lay underneath. Wait. Nope. Get your butt in here. Artemis, let's go.
Take your roly-poly ass in the back.
Do I need to give you a he's had tonight, bud? Because I will.
Hey, Tilly. Can I have a BC powder, please?
Well, they try to act like we are, but in reality, in 100% reality, we're just giving them that fucking energy that they give to us. How are we still the fucking villain when these people are attacking us first? That's like motherfucking somebody throwing the first motherfucking punch, and then after the cops show up, like, oh yeah, he threw the fucking first punch, even though that everything's on camera. It makes no motherfucking sense. And we shouldn't have to make motherfucking incredible sacrifices to motherfucking, to do anything, to please anybody.
Alright, piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm wearing her crown backwards. What's up?
Exactly.
Yes, it tastes awful. But as long as if you have something strong enough to chase it with, you should be good. Take a little small sip, keep it in your fucking mouth, Lean your head back, put it in your motherfucking mouth, swallow it with the fucking, and then chug another fucking drink right afterwards. Should be good.
Right, exactly, Kryptonite. I'm done proving shit to idiots.
Yeah, and that's another thing is that, okay, so after the fucking 4 years of us thinking, okay, well, they're lying, let's go ahead and prove to everybody else that's listening to them that motherfucking blah, 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 right? Well, when we do that, those people still don't fucking believe us, and the trolls still don't want to believe us.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I know, when we lived in Spokane.
Yep.
I miss those days.
Yep.
I was working 2 jobs.
But the factor is that we would have been alright.
Had Ron not did what he
No,
did.
we would have been alright if fucking we didn't have and be in a critical position that we were in to battle April. If she would have never battled April and she would have found somebody else on fucking internet to battle, this would have never happened.
Right. That part.
It fucked up because they were already going after April, and as soon as fucking they found a new fucking fishy to fucking fuck
With 8 dogs.
they jumped right on.
Right. Well, to be fair, if Ron hadn't did what Ron did, we never would have had to been in that position to battle April at all.
And that's 100.
We would have been
That would have
doing
been 100.
social justice, anti-vax, combating, like home renovation. Our content would have stayed where it was before all the drama hit it.
Especially if we would have been able to get out, stay
If we
out
had been
there
able to stay at Ron's fucking...
and gotten
If
his
Ron
fucking
hadn't
pay.
screwed me
Yep.
over, if Ron hadn't screwed me over, I would still be at the fucking grow-op farms.
Exactly.
Working 10 hours a fucking night, coming home, sleeping, doing some home reno, and some fucking catching up on TikTok in between.
And Zip, you know that motherfucking, that shit's still on her credit right now?
Yeah, you know that's why my credit's so low right now, is because I have an unsecured fucking
$265,000
credit
loan.
I have to figure out how to get that shit off there. And then Ron sold it out from under us. We ended up in the van, and it's been fucking harassment and downhill since.
And I'm just gonna let you guys know this. Ron hasn't moved up after us leaving. He hasn't even stepped up in his ministry. He's in the exact same place. He's stagnant.
He ain't got his wife from... He spent all that money that he sold the house for to try to go get her from Africa. Went over there, legally married her, bought her a wedding dress, a wedding ring, all this other shit, and still can't get her over here. It really did start right there in Tennessee before.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
7 years. 2 years left till that bitch falls off. I love that. I was busting my ass, Zep. I was busting my ass. I was bone fucking tired. But I would have been rehireable at the at-home store in a couple of months, and I probably would have went back. Because I liked that job.
And
yeah, he was working at the pot farm.
I was working at the pot farm, and I was loving it. Loving every bit of it. I thought motherfucking life then was a struggle.
Maybe.
Now I'm sitting here going through this. Now I'm looking back like that was fucking easy cake.
Bro, I would even still put up with the fucking idiot in Spokane.
You know what I mean? That was easy shit.
Bro, to be fair, at this point, I would have put up with the idiot in Spokane over all of this.
I don't know. That was pretty fair to me.
Well, then again, if we had gotten Ron's house, we wouldn't have to put up with anything.
Exactly. Bingo. Exactly. We wouldn't have had to deal with that next door neighbor if Ron didn't pull the shit he did.
Like, people act like I'm making this story up, and I'm not. There was people that were there for the whole thing. Zepp's one of them. I met Zepp in the beginning of 2020. End of 19, beginning of 2020. My content actually reflected who I was. I miss that girl sometimes.
Yep. Every job. Every motherfucking job.
I miss that girl sometimes.
Who?
The girl I was in Spokane.
And you're still there, babe. You're still there.
My content doesn't reflect it.
Since the band, see, you know.
My content stopped reflecting who I was because I started caring about how many people watched my shit. I'm like that.
We love you too, guy. We love you too.
You know, it's fucking weird because I've never once really hated anything about who I am. I've always been who I am.
We've never changed.
I've never switched up. I am who I am, but my content doesn't get to reflect that. Because it's so caught up in defending myself from every attack on each side. It's insane. Being under attack, I wake up to 30, 40 fucking comments about how big of a piece of shit I am every day. And it's not even based on truth. It's based on other people's lies and perceptions of me. And I think that's what frustrates me so fucking much.
Exactly, Ryder. Exactly. 100.
Like,
$100.
and then to be criticized because I lash at back is fucking insane to me. I think that's what drives me up a wall, is what you do is okay, but Beth firing back and going lower because you couldn't imagine going that low, but you've gone lower. It's hard, Kryptonite. I try because that's when the cops come. That's when doors get knocked on. That's when shit gets intense for a really hard minute. And to be honest, I can only take that so long before addressing it because it's every day. If I stopped addressing them, that's when the cops show up at my door every day.
That is
it absolutely
true.
does, guys.
That is true. That is true.
Y'all are 100%.
100. You guys are making valuable fucking points right now. 100. Exactly.
I don't know. Is that, I'm guessing about 300 more million? I don't fucking know. See, and they like to keep me on the move because it gives them an opportunity with a new department.
But you gotta think too. They're so fucking crazy that they'll fucking any industry that they think, they'll call every fucking place in Colorado. They'll spend a day and a half calling place to place to place to place to place to place.
It won't even matter what industry. They'll figure out where they think I'm working. And they'll go through the phone book. Man, I watched a live one day where Tina was literally calling any business who had put up an Indeed ad for anything that I would be qualified for. That lady spent 5.5 hours on live calling like 400 businesses to find out if I worked for them. She absolutely did.
Yep. Gas stations, she did that in Arkansas at the gas stations until they fucking actually followed us.
Yep.
But she had to call around because she didn't know exactly what gas station it was.
I share those sentiments up. She absolutely is, Oakland, and that's why she hates me so much. They shouldn't, but people slip up. Hey, it's Beth at work. I need to talk to her real quick. Yeah, no, she's not here right now. That's simpler. Yeah, hold on, let me get her. It's that simple.
Yep.
The way they found us at the Forts RV Park, you ready? They called around, asked if a vehicle had been towed into the campground. And with that simple piece of information, they sent Brittany driving down here to find out.
Nope.
And they called every campground. And I'm telling you right now, in Pueblo. And who's going to think to not answer a question like that because it's a seemingly innocent question? Yeah, we did have a rig towed in last night. Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you. Maybe they claimed they were the tow company or
the
owner or something. That is stalking and harassment, but nobody wants to listen to us. Hey, Casey. We're still currently at the same spot, Tiffany. I am waiting until after court on the 29th for Mike not having a kennel license ticket, so at least I have a schedule for our court dates. Brittany would have gotten her, if that bitch would have got out her motherfucking car. When she had the balls to go live, it was because she had a park ranger already on his way to our trailer. And she parked all the fucking way down.
At the fucking restrooms.
No, I'm not. Don't trip.
So there was restrooms, and then you had to go up the hill and then
around the corner, and we were the first campsite at that spot.
She stayed down here at the fucking
down the hill on the other side of the trees at the restroom till the park ranger was on his way, and then he made her go out the park.
And trust me, as the officer was standing at the fucking
fuck no TikTok. You already know.
As the fucking officer was leaving our trailer, I walked my happy ass down there to the fucking
road,
restroom,
and she's headed down.
She's already fucking gone, so she also passed us at.
So when we were in. Okay, it's the first time Brittany came on scene. Let me tell y'all how this bitch did this. Okay.
Yeah.
So I made it very clear we were going to be gone. We had all the dogs with us. When we were traveling with the expedition, we had it set up. All 8 dogs were in the car anytime we went anywhere. Okay? This girl followed us out to a place called Lake Meredith, okay? Check it. Lake Meredith was in the middle of stock fields. And y'all know what stock fields are, or do I need to explain it? A little bit more than farmland, Devin. They're commercial stock fields. No, they wouldn't, because you have, like, so it's kind of like a farm field. What it is called a commercial stock field. So what that is where the commercial meat plants hold all their livestock until they shoot them into the trucks to go to the kill shelter. There's chop, 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 chop. So you've got, 20,000 cows in these fucking stock pens. This goddamn lake was in the center of a commercial stock pen. Okay? It was what irrigated all the stock pens in the area, was this lake. So, you had to go off a main highway, down a dirt fucking road, down another dirt road to get there. Okay? And I made it very clear that I had to go get all of our fucking shit transferred to Colorado. We were back home. Let me go be an adult, take care of getting all my shit done. So they knew we weren't even going to be home. This bitch passed me. This bitch comes down the dirt road, passes me as I'm headed into fucking town. I go to DHS, blah, blah, blah. My phone's blowing up. This bitch is taking pictures. This bitch is live. This bitch is posting. Are you fucking kidding me? Right. So, I get back and this bitch is long gone. Plus, about you think they'd wait for me. I passed him on the road. Blah, 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 blah. The fuck? Now, mind you, let me show you on a map just how far this bitch had to come. Okay? Let me show y'all. Because she in the Springs. Yeah. A 3-hour round trip. 3-hour round trip. Okay. So this is where she at, up here over by the mountain a little bit. Okay, CC. She had to come all the way south. Like the fuck? And then let's do this. I got you even one better. The fuck was it called? Alright. So this is how far she had to come to go to the fucking hotel where she took pictures of my trailer in the campsite in the back of the hotel. 4-hour round trip. And that is a boring fucking trip. Okay? So, like, yes, this bitch took this time out of her day to drive down there, and she said, oh, I'm doing it so I can get your location for animal control. Nah, boo-boo, you're doing it because you're fucking weird and stalking me, which is why you don't get out your fucking car. She followed me to my school and took pictures of me outside my school and tried to insinuate that me and my friend had a relationship going on behind Devin's back. I wish the fuck I could get my gosh darn hands on them, Kryptonite. They too scared to ever step in the face. And then how the fuck did she find out we were here if Missy didn't tell her, come the fuck on? I trusted Missy with a bit of information because Missy was giving me quite a bit of money towards the move. And I felt with that kind of money invested in it, she deserved some answers. I should be back. They're reporting the fucking hoe bags. Literally, yes. So when I started my journey on TikTok. I started my journey on TikTok when we were living in Spokane. I was working multiple jobs. And I was speaking out against Trump being elected. I was speaking out about COVID deniers. I was part of the whole summer of Black Lives Matter movement. I was very vocal, very politically charged, very driven and focused on my content. Well, when my uncle sold the property out from under us, we ended up in our van with 7 dogs, a broke windshield, and $500 to our name on a holiday weekend in Western Washington.
While it was raining.
While it rained all weekend. So when I tell y'all, on God, it was a struggle. I ended up getting on my TikTok because I had just been able to start going live. And I broke the fuck down. Right. I feel you on that. I wish I... That was horrible, Zep. I was on the phone with Zep for part of that. Deb, Oakland says you need to do a dab with her, please.
All right, hold on.
And so we ended up Googling how to get... Where was it to get off the streets quicker? And everything on Google said that the fastest housing program for people who were working was in Virginia. So we headed towards Virginia. Well, in Tennessee over 4th of July weekend of 2021 or 2022, I think it's 2022. Doobie was freaking out because of the fireworks. We had gotten told we couldn't sleep. We were at Virginia Beach.
That was 2021.
Yeah, it was 2021. I'm telling y'all, if they're focused on me, they're not focused on somebody else. I guess that's how I got to look at it. But so over 4th of July weekend, we were at a Love's, went in to take a shower. Man, while I was in the shower, the manager's like, the new law passed, you can't sleep in your car, blah, 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 blah. And we were like, whatever. So I was live. Kelly told me to call and find a hotel. And she would just Venmo me the money to pay for it. So it ended up with all the dog fees and shit. It ended up being like $280 for the night. And so I was battling April that night. And it was the first time my account ever got banned. It was the first time I ever had an account banned. And it was because April at that time had allegedly been raising money to go get... Does anybody remember Dolly from My 600-Pound Life? That was on here in a van with some dude named Philip with no air conditioning and dogs locked in crates. I know you would, Zep. Okay. So, apparently, April was raising money to go get Dolly from Philip. And raised a bunch of money, and then suddenly Dolly didn't want to leave. And everybody told April to keep the money she raised. And she took her kid to Chuck E. Cheese and spent like $400 or whatever. And then she dry bagged for a trip to Gatlinburg or something for her family. Okay, Oakland, Devin's ready. And in that time, that's how I got, like, Pastor Petty started covering me and stalking me and acting fucking crazy. Tina, Raider, Melissa, all of them started coming in around that time. And so that was when shit got really bad for us. We still made it to Virginia. Within a week of being there, I had a job at Taco Bell. Devin was working at the beach. Doing, like, cleaning the bathroom and, like, being a beach attendant or whatever. They tried to say he made a comment about what we said is he's got a job that every weird old man dreams about. Yes, I do. That shit was hilarious, girl. I didn't think we were gonna find one, to be honest. And then in Kentucky, when our tire blew and we had to wait for like 7.5 fucking hours for them to put it on the rim. And that is because they didn't get it, they forgot about it. They said I had to keep going back in there and asking them at Walmart. We definitely did. But yeah, and he made a comment about, somebody asked him what he did for work now, and he's like, I got every old man's dream. I get to take care of people. He said something about, I get to
look at fucking fine-ass women all day.
Yeah, and then he said something, and they're like, oh, they turned it in. He was talking about little girls. And he had that job for a couple months. I ended up quitting Taco Bell after a week because I couldn't do morning shift anymore. Not living in the van. Things got really crazy there for a while. They were sending animal control, the beach cops. They emailed the city. So then I started working with Devin. And we were just like, one of us was at the bathrooms at all times. One of us was at the van at all times. We were scheduled the same shifts so we could rotate out. And they kept calling animal control. They kept calling this. And then there was a huge event, but our boss was supposed to get us a parking pass for downtown because of our situation. And he never did. So we got into an argument with the event people that were down there. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And so we ended up getting in trouble with the boss for locking the bathrooms or whatever. But I told him, I said, if you'd have gotten us a fucking parking permit, this wouldn't have been a fucking problem. Fuck you. And so after that, I went to work at Dollar Tree while Devin stayed with the dogs in the van with air conditioning running while I was at work all day. I was working at 2 different stores. They sat there on a live and called 9 times in an hour to the store that I wasn't currently at. And the girl, my assistant manager from the other store, called me and she's like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, I don't feel safe working there. I want to work at this store. Well, the first day I went back to the old store, they sent animal control. And that guy was a dick, tried to write me tickets for not having their vaccines. But I called my vet in front of him. And my vet's like, no, they're up to date for another 6 months or blah, 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 blah. Because we had the 5-year the last time we saw Dr. Clark. And so I said, fuck it. We packed up. We left Virginia. Well, no, what really caused it was we had gotten a 10-man tent. We were staying in campgrounds. I was working full-time. When I tell you I was working full-time, 2 goddamn Dollar Tree stores, I was working 62 hours a week. I was working more than management, okay? And we were staying at campgrounds. They kept calling the campgrounds. That's when Aaron and Melissa drove by and took pictures of our campgrounds instead of our campsite. They moved us to a different campground. And, after that, I'm trying to remember, right after that, we ended up having to move campsites because we had reached our 14 days in a 28-day time or whatever. at the state campgrounds. And we went and booked. I booked it online, put 7 dogs, blah, 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 blah. Explained that we had a big-ass tent, this, that, and the other. Paid the money, went to go check in the next morning, and they had already sent some ass video that they had chopped up, sounding like Devin made a threat. And so that took like 5 days to get our money back. By then I was over Virginia, and I was like, no. At that time, there was a girl named JG who was supposed to be our friend. She was the one that helped Brian and Sarah. When they were coming down from Michigan. So she was like, come out to Oklahoma, blah, blah, blah. Houses are cheap. You can find a job, blah, blah, blah. So we got in, and I didn't want to go through Tennessee again because it's illegal to sleep in your car in Tennessee. So either we had to drive till we got out, or we had to raise enough money online for a hotel room again. So I was like, we'll just drop down south and go through Georgia and run just underneath Tennessee. That's kind of what we thought about. And so in Georgia, right about the Alabama line, that May June or whatever her name is, and her little boyfriend. Thank you. We're sitting there, we're live, everybody's chilling, got the dogs fed, everybody's laid down, blah, blah, blah. Her and her dude come parking right next to us, bring their dog out, run it right around my car, purposely keeping it right behind my vehicle, sending my dogs off. I get out, dude's got a fucking gun on his hip, and I'm like, you know what, nope. It is 11 o'clock at fucking night. I'm not doing this. She starts to get in my face. I calmly walk inside on the live stream. I told the manager, I was like, this lady is crazy. Can you please help me? Well, she already had the sheriff's department sitting up the street. So she called the cops. Cop tried to give me some shit. Manager of the Loves came out and was like, nah, you leave them alone. They're fine. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. I put them back here to park here for the night. They are fine. So after the fucking cops left, I leaned over and puked because I have anxiety like a motherfucker, and that was a bunch of goddamn adrenaline. So that's how that story fucking went. And then we get to Oklahoma. We pull into town. The van's acting janky, won't hold a charge when it turns off, whatever. We get it. She jumps us. We go to her house. I'd already been looking on Facebook for fucking houses. Just running through shit. And I had found one that might have worked. Well, I get there, I call the guy. He says, yeah, come look at it. So I had a friend at that time who had told me, give me a number of what it takes to put keys in your hand today. And I told her, and she said, check your Venmo, and bam, there it was. I called him, I said, I can go get you a money order right now. He said, Bet, here's your keys, let me spray it for bugs. Here's your keys, give it an hour. Let it air out. We moved into that house. The day we moved in, I was live on Facebook, not begging for nothing. We were just smoking, chilling, and hanging. Because we have brought this stereo all the way from Spokane with us. It made it all the way in the van. It made it all the way up here in the camper. Okay. So we had this, and we were just kind of chilling with the music or whatever, and we'd had the other TV. So we had just like regular, like, local channels or whatever. So we're just chilling out with the dogs, and we're all on a big old blanket chilling. And here come...
Knock, 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 knock.
And it's the Muldrow Police Department telling me that my dogs broke out of their fence in the backyard and chased somebody all the way back to their house. I looked at her and I said, ma'am. And I flipped my phone screen around. And I hit the button to show her how long we'd been live. I said, I have been on Facebook Live for hours, chilling, smoking, and hanging out with the dogs on camera. And she's like, oh. Okay, well, do you know what Brian and Sarah? And I was like, yeah. They're like, oh, yeah, well, that's the name that the caller gave. And I was like, bet, nah, fuck them. I'm cool. I ain't dealing with them. JG stayed playing in my face for another, 4 or 5 days. And then the cop comes back to my door and she says, I traced that call. Do you know this person? And at that point in time, that said person was in Jersey's Live. And Devin went in there and went ham. This same bitch went and took a restraining order out on me. Lied to get the restraining order, and I have proof of the lies that she lied about getting the restraining order. Or lied to get the restraining order. And then, when we moved from Oklahoma to Arkansas, because I was working full-time in Fort Smith, making $17 an hour, we moved to Van Buren. The day I moved to Van Buren, animal control, police department, pizzas, and it's been the same wash and repeat every fucking time we've had to move. Every time.
Every time.
We moved from Van Buren to Fort Smith. I talked to Fort Smith prior to fucking going. Oh, everything's fine. We won't bother you. Blah, 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 blah. Then the calls start. Then it's suddenly a problem. So then we moved to Colorado and we went to a state park to enjoy ourselves for a couple of weeks. Wada, 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 wada. They sent the Animal Bureau of Protection, or whatever the fuck it's called, the wildlife department out here, to the camper. They sent rangers to the camper. Everywhere we've been, it's not me that's the problem. Love ya. They act like I'm the problem, but I'm not the problem. If you bitches would get off my left titty for 5 fucking minutes and let a bitch get established and get shit together, we would be a lot further along in this glow up, but y'all can't stand that, so y'all gotta keep pushing people down, trying to put your foot on people's motherfucking necks and shit.
Yep. Ow!
Maybe you shouldn't sit next to me. I'm just taking care of the leg hair for you, baby. I mean, sorry. I love you too. But that's the thing, I'm not the problem everywhere I go. If I were such a problem, it wouldn't take y'all bitches calling, my neighbors would call. If I were such a problem everywhere I went, it wouldn't be y'all trying to interfere in my life. I'd fuck it up myself. Like, that's the insanity to me. And like I said in Teresa's live today. Like I said in Teresa's live today. "5 years, bitch." And they act like it's luck that I dodge everything they throw at me. It's not luck. It's me knowing my rights and knowing what I can and cannot do. And not damn well letting a bunch of fucking boot-licking leatherfish bitches run over top of me.
Damn right.
I will indulge the first couple of visits. I will show you the dogs. I will prove them wrong once. But you will not keep coming back and bothering me. That's been the last 5 years, Mary. And I just wanted to synapse it for you guys in case some of y'all didn't know what all we've been through. When I got the job at Walmart selling phones, Tina called, lied, and said I took cash for a pre-ordered phone, knowing that it would get me fired if they thought that. They called in false complaints claiming I didn't tell them about the activation fee, I didn't finish setting up their device, all this other shit. to try to get me in trouble. When I was at the gas station, they literally came in and then posted that they were in there and what my coworkers looked like. And then called the store back to back on a private number. Every job I've been at, if they couldn't fuck with my job, like when I was at Sykes, they could not fuck with my job, so they sent the cops to my house every day. They sent animal control to my house every day. They sent pizzas to my house every day. They sent every fucking thing they could to annoy Devin while I was at work.
That they did.
Dead serious. It's not that I don't want to work, bitch. I'm depressed as fuck sitting in this motherfucker all day. Like, goddamn, y'all don't even get it. But why should I go get a job just for you to call and get me fired again? Do you know how unstable that makes my resume look? Hell, it's already hard enough to get a call back since I don't have great. What do you mean you want to see Devin? That's weird, bro. You're starting to make me very uncomfortable. It's time for you to go. Bye. I just don't get it. Right? That's why he had to go bye-bye. I'm the only strange one allowed here, guys. I'm telling you.
Wifey.
Wifey's weird. I'm strange.
Oh, hey. Oh, okay.
I just think it's odd. I think that their behavior is weird. I think that, like, this obsession with everything that I do is odd as fuck. And, like, pocket watching me while you're not pocket watching your own friends making money off you is weird as fuck to me.
That's 100.
You are strange. How's my mama? I mean, it is what it is. None of us in this room are normal. Let's be real about it. What up, T? What up, Shar? We are battling tonight, guys. I need to eat some lunch. The last thing I ate was breakfast. I had French toast sticks for breakfast with syrup. They were bomb. And new. You're also new. Yes. You better not be talking about my mama like that, boy. You better worship the ground your mama walk on. Not getting on my nerves. I'm gonna get on your ass. 5 o'clock my time again. Are you working tonight, Kendra? Or are you actually going to be present tonight? Okay, I figured. It is Sunday. Give me a little bit, then you can. I'll take my mama all day. You better be nice to my mama, boy. I'm gonna put you in the kennel, Jay. Mama, put Jay in the kennel. I know you can hear me, Mama. Put Jay in the kennel. He being an asshole on here.
There we go. You can go ahead and play golf with me now.
chip with the same stick. And when you're on the green, just snap on the striker pad and read the greens like you can play on any regular golf course. It's approved everywhere. And there's an active and growing community of flingers across the country. And fling golf has already been featured on ESPN
I want to try it.
all the time with skill challenges and a longest drive challenge. This is fling golf. This is your sign to play fling golf. The new way to play 18 holes without the expensive clubs and trading movements. All you need is one fling stick to make every shot. Drive and chip with the same stick. And when you're on the green, snap on the striker pad and read the greens like a golf. You can play on any regular golf course. It's approved everywhere. And there's an
That's tight.
community of flingers across the country. And
Not Jay gonna go in the kennel now.
skill challenges and a longest drive challenge.
Jay gonna go in the fucking kennel.
This is your sign to play the new way to play fling golf.
And keep talking about my mama like that. His ass gonna go in the kennel. He can't answer because mama put him in the kennel. He gonna answer from inside the kennel.
Homie, yeah, and I bet you it's like a $3 million fucking RV too. Jesus Christ. I want that bitch if we fucking do. That motherfucker is hard.
I don't do kennels, thank you. I've had a few collars put on me, but never put in a kennel. Damn, Jay. Damn, Jay. Mama, come get your son. I was gone for a few days, and I came home to Devin scrolling on TikTok. I said I was gone for a few days, and I came home to Devin scrolling on TikTok.
Yeah, it's gonna help.
No, but I can lick on you because it's fun.
Why are you doing this?
I can. Picking on my husband's fun. It gives me something to do with my day. Alright, you guys, I am gonna chill out before my battle. I'll be back on here at 3:30 to run the room up. And then we'll go battle. That's uncomfortable. Sounds like he got scared. Tell him not to be scared, Kendra. It's apparently afternoon nap time in my house. One abused puppy.
Huh?
I said one abused puppy.
They're all passed out.
Kendra said I had a man mention handcuffs, and when I said sure, he said he didn't know where the keys were. Sound like she scared him. Did you not hear what I just said?
No.
Kendra said I had a man mention handcuffs, and when I said sure, he said he didn't know where the keys were. I don't think he's ever had anybody say yes before, Kendra. Right?
Because I don't know very many women that I've ever fucked with that never liked handcuffs.
Right.
Ever. Or even when I was little.
Maybe he didn't think she'd be down. Oh, I love that. That's hilarious. I love you, Kendra.
You can never put nothing past a fucking female, man.
We're all interesting. Alright, y'all. I will see y'all. I'm going to come on here about 3:30, so give me a couple hours. I'll be back. Love you guys. We'll see you for tonight's battle. Don't play with my double chin. At least my double chin's not as big as Cass's. Hold on, I can make it.
Yeah, now you look like Thumb.
Yeah, I gotta go next. And this we're gonna go this out. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. Nah, I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. Anybody remember that? About an hour ago? I'm not scared of you. God, that hurts, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Like, to live my life looking like that and then talk about other people. Jesus H. Christ. Alright, y'all. I'll see you in a little bit.